Let's say I create one variable, let's say int iVar, and I don't initialize it. I just keep it as it is. So what I'll do is I'll just create a variable. So what will happen is the C++ is going to allocate memory for our variable, and it's going to give this name to this memory. That's it. See, we are not putting any value to that variable. So we can see that right now the variable looks like it is empty. There is no value in that variable. So what will happen if I'll print what is present inside this variable? So let's say if I write something like this, cout. See, in the hello world we have seen cout. See, in upcoming videos I'm going to take few more programs by which you will be more comfortable with syntax of C++. But right now we know that in order to print something on the screen we have to write cout and followed by the content that you want to print on the screen. So in the hello world code, what we have done is we have written hello world in double quotes. In this case I want to print, let's say, content of iVar, what is present inside the iVar variable. So what I will have to do is I will just have to write iVar over here. So what this will do is it will print content of iVar on the screen. That's it, right? So in this case, what is your expectations? What should be printed on the screen? Right now it looks that our variable is empty. Maybe it should print 0 on the screen because there is nothing in the variable and the variable is of integer type. Maybe it should print 0 on the screen, but actually it's not the case. The reason behind this is whenever you create a variable and you don't initialize it at that time, or in such cases, the variable is going to contain some garbage values. It's going to have some old values from some random programs. Now why this happens? See, our random access memory is a shared memory. Whenever you see your system, you can see that your system is going to open multiple software. It's going to open Google Chrome, it's going to open Visual Studio Code, it's going to open many more softwares, and your random access memory is a limited memory. It's just, let's say, it's going to be 8 GB or 16 GB. So all these different programs that you open on your machine, all these programs are going to share this random access memory, and it might happen that whatever memory slot that you are using right now for your program, that might have been used before by Google Chrome. This might happen. See, this might look a little bit tough to you right now because right now we are just starting our programming journey. So even if you don't understand this part, that's fine. Right now I'm just explaining you why this variable, which looks like empty to us, but actually it's not empty. I'm just explaining you that part. See, it might happen that whatever memory slot you are using right now for your program, it might happen that 1 hour before that same slot was used by Google Chrome. And whatever slot you are using at that time or in previous time when Google Chrome was running, at that time Google Chrome might be having some values over there. So it might be having some value like 10056, and we are not aware about this value because this is not our value. This is some random value from some previous programs. We can't really predict that because we don't know what memory slot we are going to get. It's not in our hand. That is purely decided by our operating system. That's the reason whenever you keep your variables uninitialized, whenever you don't put any data in your variable, the variables are going to have some random value. This value is going to come from the previous programs, and we can't really predict what that value can be. Sometimes it can be any value, sometimes it can be 0 as well. Such kind of value is called as garbage value. What is a garbage value? Whenever your variables are uninitialized, the variables are going to have some random value from some previous programs. Such kind of value is called as garbage value, and usually it's recommended that your variables should be initialized so that you get rid of this garbage value. So usually it's best practice to always initialize your variable. Never keep your variable uninitialized so that you can get rid of this garbage value. So what is garbage value? It's some random value.